Together, these teams are perfect. 28-0.
Yep.
All the year we've been hearing Michigan versus everybody.
Yeah.
And then Washington has won 21 straight and gets no respect. I have great respect for Washington.
Me too.
But I'm picking Michigan.
Oh, not even Smithman. There he goes. And they're getting a crowd reaction. We're right in the middle of Amazing Blue section. The cheerleaders approve of the pick. So tonight, the national championship will be decided in Houston. Michigan or Washington will join that ethereal realm, and here in this city, NASA is where impossible dreams become accomplishments. Heroes of the past title games and a legendary composer in John Williams will now take us through an original score of what is now the theme for the national championship game as we are closer moments away from liftoff.
This is a special presentation of ESPN, home of the College Football Playoff National Championship game, presented by AT&T.
Go ahead.
M&O.
M&O's green.
How we looking?
Safety is currently green. T-minus 5.
50 seconds.
Copy. Go, no go for kickoff. Inco. Rendezvous. Fido. Prop. GC. We are go for launch.
Roger.
Liftoff in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There she goes.
The game we've been waiting for the biggest prize in college athletics.
Heroes of the past. Champions, baby.
To Dorsett. Look out, he's got the corner. Touchdown, Dorsett.
The name is Tony Dorsett.
Oh, my golly.
This game of football, America so dearly loves.
I had a dream the night before. I was going to score 3 times.
Peter Warwick, his 3rd touchdown of this championship game.
I just heard everybody go, Peter Warwick. And I was like, yeah.
You want a Hollywood ending? I got your Hollywood ending.
Houston, we've had a problem here. The national championship on the line.
4th and 5, 19 seconds. Game on the line.
He's going for the corner. He's got it. Invincible. It's a big one. Michigan and Washington.
What a story.
Could it get any more dramatic?
Texas lobs it up, and it is incomplete. Washington wins. Michigan makes a stand and comes up with a milestone playoff victory.
And for a moment of magic, we owe everything to the game.
Look at Tommy Frazier. How many tackles can one man break?
There's only one way to make this night perfect. Win.
And now there is just one game left. One game that will be as big as a college football game can be.
You don't have a lot of big chances. You don't have a lot of these moments. You realize everything's on the line.
We got 30 minutes for the rest of our life. 30 minutes for the rest of our life. Let's go. We have liftoff.
It's magic.
History.
Legacy.
Grit.
And glory.
Station Houston, how's the view?
We've got the best seats in the house, Houston.
That will get you ready. Tonight in Houston, the mission for both Michigan and Washington is finish. Simple but challenging. Two perfect seasons collide, the winner to join a very exclusive club of 15-0 national champions and end a more than quarter-century championship drought for their schools. Welcome to the College Football Playoff National Championship presented by AT&T. The top two seeds have made it to this moment. Number 1, Michigan. Number 2, Washington. This is the AT&T pregame showcase. Both teams made big stops on defense to earn the right to be here. Michigan prepared and showed the power to stop Alabama in overtime. A few hours later in New Orleans, Washington watched a comfortable lead evaporate, and Elijah Jackson had to swat away this pass from the Longhorns to secure yet another close, hard-fought victory for the Pac-12 champions. And welcome, Chris Fowler, Kirk Herbstreit. Liftoff is approaching, and it's pretty exciting, man. We had a decade of calling these championship games, and tonight is the end of an era, the 4-team playoff bracket. It's also the end of a long drought for one of these teams. Next year, we add 8 more teams and 2 more layers. But for now, let's savor this rare collision of these two future Big Ten rivals.
And not only do we have this being in the end of an era, we have two teams that have fought gallantly to get to this point. Washington doubted most of the year by many, many people. They kind of rallied around that. And Michigan with the distractions, early with Jim Harbaugh, late with Jim Harbaugh, but a veteran team that's been through some highs and been through some very difficult, challenging moments 2 years ago against Georgia, last year against TCU. Just a vision to get to this point, and now both teams are here.
Huskies, by the way, been through 3 head coaches and a dismal season a couple years ago. These 5th and 6th year seniors have some scars, but they're proud of that. That's what helped get them here. Jim Harbaugh, of course, suspended 3 games early, suspended 3 games late. His staff and his team rallied around them. Didn't seem to miss a beat when he wasn't there. Harbaugh this week seems strangely loose and relaxed. He has a lot of belief in his team, that's for sure.
I think he has a lot of belief here because of the quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, 26-1 as a starter. A lot of us talk about how he has that it factor. You hear analysts and fans talking about a quarterback who just seems to find ways to win. That sums up J.J. McCarthy. His arm obviously has great talent. His legs are always dangerous. And Washington's defense is vulnerable at times against the run. They've got to be very, very careful not loading up against the run because number 9 in that passing game off play action could kill him.
Speaking of the passing game, Kalen DeBoer's quarterback Michael Penix Jr. has been electric. They don't believe Michigan's seen anything like what they'll bring. DeBoer, just the 2 losses in 2 amazing years at Washington, really salvaging a wreckage that he inherited there. It's been remarkable. It's a very, very close-knit staff that's been with him and a bunch of veteran players who really do love each other, and they take the cue from that guy.
Yeah, and again, much like Jim Harbaugh has J.J. McCarthy, Michael Penix, by the way, what a show he put on against Texas with the accuracy downfield. And that's the challenge in this game for Michigan's secondary. They have some talent on the back end, but honestly, it's going to come down to whether or not they can pressure Michael Penix. They did such a good job a week ago in the Rose Bowl against Jalen Milroe. Different kind of game. Penix is more throwing darts, more accurate, has the best group of wide receivers in college football, and he knows how to utilize all of them. So if you pay attention to one, another one's going to hurt you. Can Michigan pressure is the key to the game.
Yeah, Penix off one of the great postseason performances we've ever seen, 430 yards. All the receivers are healthy, perfect indoor conditions. McCarthy comes off the most clutch performance by far in his career, driving Michigan down the field, getting into overtime.
And much like that game we talked about in the open, his legs are going to be a factor, whether it's third down or the red zone. Michigan does a really good job of finding ways to take advantage of that athletic ability that he has.
Can't wait. The 2 semifinals were classics. Hopeful we'll get another one tonight here in Houston. Here's the trophy they're playing for. Kickoff is up next. But first, see how AT&T made history this season by leveling the playing field with the new AT&T 5G helmet.